Alright, we should be switched over now. Alright, well, now is the moment of truth. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Hartselle and Mattamunsett. Just gonna check some audio here and see if Sean is indeed hearable. Let's give it a few. Oh no. Well, let me test it on my laptop. Let's see here. Alright, let's see. Alright, so your cackle was very quiet.
The cackle was quiet?
Yep, so I'm gonna go ahead and just turn Sean all the way up. I'm gonna turn my headset volume down. Sean, speak something. Alright, we'll see if that works. Alright, so your cackle was very quiet. Okay, I can hear me on the playback. Let's see. Yep, so I'm gonna go ahead and just turn Sean all the way up. I'm gonna turn my headset volume down. Sean, speak something. Discord audio is not coming through. Yeah, let's Yeah. Well, either way, the chat is always there, Sean. I guess I will figure that out another day. Well, hopefully something can be figured out. But anyways, so while we are... It kind of bothers me that it's not going to pick that up. Audio input capture. This one does absolutely nothing. Actually, Sean, try saying something. No, that doesn't do anything. So I'm actually gonna delete that. I can't delete that. How about desktop audio? It's always fun when there's a... Alright, try saying something now. Okay, that's a start. Okay. And now?
Oh.
Oh, I think I might have got you. Speak again, like a sentence. Okay, we might...
Seashells on the seashore getting picked up by Sally, who has big ol' fucking titties.
Let's see if that fixed it. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna listen to myself. Yep, I got it. Awesome. Okay, so we can now hear that. I fixed it. Sean can be heard now. I'm going to turn actually Sean back down to his normal volume so I don't blow my eardrums out.
Bitch.
Yeah, I am a bitch. Speak one more time so I can just see where you peek out. Oh
Oh
god, let me,
man.
so, let me turn that down real quick.
What the fuck?
That,
I was
whoa.
about to get it. I was about to like summon my fucking tanker raid.
No, 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 no,
It
no, no, no,
wasn't
no, no.
necessary.
No, your sigh and your breathing was enough. But anyways, so we got that figured out. We're back here on the Hartselle and Mattamunsett. Just south of Yard 13, which probably get a rename at some point. Because I'm not really digging Yard 13. I still have attempted to figure out in terms of industry what is actually going to go near the yard, but I figure before I do that, probably might lengthen out the yard some to make it just a touch longer. And actually wanted to work on a very small engine area, at least for the engines to park and get serviced. In terms of servicing, just refuel and sand. Anything major, they got to go down to the yard and insert town name here. But not much has been going on in Dead Creek here. I've been working a lot on what's going on behind Dead Creek. My computer apparently is having a stroke and trying to load all the trees. There we go. So I think last time I was here, I was working on this industrial area. Which comes across this little crossing and heads in. So we have our forwarding warehouse. I'm actually going to turn down the in-game volume before I drown everyone out with the sound of water. So we have this forwarding warehouse right here, which takes, boxcars, just does forwarding stuff. We have this fabrication facility back here.
Why does it keep turning green? God motherfucking damn it.
Sean is working on a logo that's turning green apparently. So we have
I'm
this.
not supposed to fucking do that.
So we have this fabrication facility right here on the water, which I think would be a nice little facility to build. I actually kind of like how it's turned out already.
Stop laughing at my pain.
I'm not laughing at your pain, just laughing at pain.
Is that so?
Going forward, I heard that. So here will be, I believe, a scrap facility. We're going to put a scrap facility right over here. And then continuing on, I was going to put a dairy facility, but I said, fuck it. We have a long runaround. Because beyond that, oh, nice waterfall back there. Beyond that, we're going to have a little logging camp, which will sit right about here. The line continues to push on. And eventually, we're going to have a open-faced kind of quarry on the side of this mountain. And they'll just load gravel cars and such. Be a few tracks for storing cars and such. But most of what I've been working on is just actually.
That's not white. That's peach, you dumb sack of fucking shit.
Is the terrain over here. They're working a lot on the terrain. I'm not going any further behind these mountains. These mountains are just going to end, so I don't want to spend a lot of time on trying to build what's beyond the mountains, especially if we're not going to be over there. Hi, Toby. You are a cat. Oh, you're a happy cat. So just working on these mountains a lot and just trying to get the area built up. A lot of what will happen here is just placing trees, then seeing, all right, this is too steep, got to take that out, maybe put like a rock texture here and whatnot, but for the most part, will be a lot of just copying and pasting trees, which we already have our selection over there, and then just kind of creating waterways and whatnot heading out of Dead Creek. Beyond Dead Creek, in this industrial little spur area, I have worked a bit on track arrangement and just kind of getting the track to flow along, as well as working a little more on terrain work, which has kind of taken shape over here a little bit, and some beyond this way. This is the old Carabasset here that I moved over. Kind of comes to this gap, makes a slow right turn. We have our road, have a little field down here. tried to lower down this grade some so it's not as shitty. I'll hook this crossing up probably a little bit later, but we have our crossing here for Alderstream Township. I've also been hooking up the signals to be in dark mode, or whatever the hell that's called. Can't think of the name. Train that I was just testing out for the hell of it. Some B40-8s, which wouldn't mind skinning up at some point. I'm trying to come in here and maybe start replacing some of the trees, but didn't quite get all of it, just mostly what's around. But I'll get on that later. Cleaning up some of the area. Gonna go through and redo all this track work as this spur kind of comes off and heads whichever way. Hey, quit digging at the carpet. Thank you. And then after that, just a long, slow, sweeping right turn here at this control point. Track continues to head away, down to a single line. Nice gradual mountain that we kind of come along. A dual bridge here. This is where we cross over. Currently this track continues on and goes this way. And then hooks into our line down here. I think I'm going to reroute that a little bit, and that'll just be another railroad that we just cross. So on and so forth. Maybe a class 1, not sure. But that'll be just where we cross over. It'll also be where we do hook onto to get further down the line. Heading this way, because previously the tracks were, I think they crossed, yeah, the tracks rode here and had this really funky system. Tracks rode along here, went down the hill, had the big bridge that came across, I believe, here, and then hooked in somewhere over here, and then continued on. I'm going to smooth all that out, and the tracks will just kind of ride the back side of this mountain, and I'll kind of just mess with the mountains a little bit to make this not so extreme, but it's not going to be like it is, because the track work was all fucky. As for this town, which I don't remember the name of it, I don't actually remember what we were naming this town, but this town that sits back here, I like it, it's nice, but I frankly don't like where it sits, and I just don't want to mess with it. So this town will be disappearing. I will be getting rid of this. Now, as for heading further south, because our line, like I said, comes across here, so this will be kind of interesting to hook up. We hook right, put some more terrain in here, come down the hill, one of our steeper grades, and we come through this small little town, which will have a cute little main street. Pretty much this will be it, just this little strip, houses. Over here, houses, maybe some sort of important building like a small little church. Road that goes this way, houses, town ends. Pretty simple. Maybe a railroad depot back here, but then this street just turns into a dirt road and continues on. We continue on. This is the old Carabasset logging branch. Now this is a pretty sharp corner. I did apparently then mess with the banking of the corner, or the super elevation, or whatever it's called. So it does get some pretty good banking on it to help go around the corner. It is a 20-mile-an-hour corner. This railroad's not very fast. I think our fastest speed limit probably is 35. So I'm not too opposed by this corner. So it'll stay for now. But it goes on, cuts through here on the backside of this lake, comes through, goes through a tunnel, continues to meander its way along, crosses a creek again, hooks left. Like I said, there's a junction here right now, but that will go. I have a lot of work to do down here in particular, just redoing this whole area. Then beyond that, this all has to get redone. Don't need all these tracks in here. Might honestly just start down here today at the yard and just kind of get the yard figured out. Yes, so this is where pretty much our main yard. This is our interchange point. And looking at it, it's not the worst I've ever seen. I mean, I pretty much purpose built this yard. So every track pretty much has a purpose at this point. You know, I think, Sean, what? I can't remember what end of the yard were you not happy with?
Which yard?
The old Flagstaff.
Old Flagstaff. The southern end of the yard was always kind of fucking sus because there was like some random extra bits of yard down there, and if I had to go back, I'd delete it. Honestly, the only issue with the northern end is that the approaches are like the individual track approaches, like the ladder is still a little steep and it's a little close together, but that's not huge, honestly.
Yeah, because there's the portion down here, which I really don't remember what this was for. Um, I think that was actually a rival
I
departure.
don't remember what that was for either. You were on something else when you were making this yard, man.
I believe this was a rival departure. Um, if I was taking a wild guess. Um, these approaches are way too steep. That Y just won't work. These aren't the worst. They are close together. I don't mind them. These will probably stay. The actual yard facility itself, this could get moved. I don't like that. Actually, I have an idea for that. Like if this whole complex could just get shifted and faced over here in this space, give this space some actual use, it'd be great. I no longer want the yard to go that way across the bridge. I loved the bridge when I first built it, but looking at it now, I kind of hate it. Like that's a big fucking bridge to have across there, and also it really would fuck with the current because the bridge is the current's coming this way, but the bridge would basically be taking the current and swinging it this way. So there'd be a lot of force on the bridge from the current, especially certain times of the year. So yeah, so that will go. And honestly, I don't really know if I need the whole other side of the yard, because there's that whole other side right there for technical interchange. What I'm thinking is honestly could take the left side of the yard, delete it, keep the right side of the yard for basically everything, and then just pretty much have it come straight, maybe reroute the river a little bit, have the yard kind of come straight out, then make a small hook to the right as it pushes on,
Yeah.
and then just kind of go from there. And then down here would just be the split, you know, either for one of these splits would be for the interchanging railroad. Or something, I don't know. But anyways, but we're gonna go back and basically start down here. So I'm gonna go ahead and officially delete this section of yard. Kind of sad, but a very nice bridge, but that was a long time ago.
Outlived its purpose.
Yeah. Just gonna clear all that out. This Y is just not. Nope. There's this. I'll delete that to there. All this extra trackage, I have no fucking clue. So this can go. All this extra trackage. All of that can go. The holding tracks, because I apparently thought that this yard was going to be very, very, very busy. Glad I'm.
I mean, you know, for that end of the line, it still kind of is, but I mean, you know, it's definitely different now.
Oh yeah, I mean, back, you know, even now, it's still a fairly busy yard, but yeah, not as busy as one would think.
What 2017 Jaden was thinking it was.
Yeah.
Or that might have been a 2018 Jadenism. I'm not sure.
I think this was 2017.
Cause that was a fairly late rework.
That's right. This got reworked. It's tough because this is no. I spent a lot of time on this yard. I spent a lot of time on this yard. Oh yeah. No, I spent a lot of time on this whole yard right here. And like I said, for then it was a fairly good complex. You know, it had quite a lot of character to it. Just maybe a little too much character. Actually, no, fuck it. I'm just going to delete the rest of this track. Alright, so we're going to build a proper engine area. Because this would pretty much be the heart and soul of operations. And this will be a little branch line that goes off to wherever the fuck. Probably another small town that sits relatively close to the yard. I'll probably do something like right on the back side of this hill. Probably something up over here as the line splits off. Which would probably be another, I could probably actually fit a Y in here. Well, what to do? Because if this is going off towards something, it could put a Y. Although it'd be in the middle of the yard, so it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. Whereas over here... Okay, one thing that is bugging me, though, is this turnout right there. Maybe that's why it was there. Yeah, not the worst thing I've seen all day. But is it the best? Who knows? I've seen a lot of things today. Alright, so... this will lead... Excuse me. Alright, let's get the fuel pads up. I'll just do the JR fueling pads because I don't actually need to worry a whole hell of a lot. Okay. What building is this? What are you? Why do you exist? You are Thurmond Engine House. Well, that is pretty... That's not the worst thing I've ever seen. But I don't particularly care for the textures. So that'll go. What are you? You are... Two-stall car shop, long. You will also go. What are you? Chillicothe Engine Works. You will also go. Now, let me see, locomotive. Alright. Let me see, shops. Why am I tired suddenly? I feel like there was a generic version of this. It didn't have the BN logo on it. There's like nothing inside. Yeah, I think these will do. The typical run-of-the-mill JR engine facility. You good over there, Sean? Uh-oh.
Just reading Reddit.
Gave up on the logo?
No, the logo's coming along, but I needed a break.
Alright, so the fuel pad will go about here. Stop yawning.
Oh, get fucked.
And just so everyone is aware that yes, this does happen on a nightly occurrence. Alright, so that will sit there.
Would you like to hear what I'm laughing at?
Oh boy. Sure.
Okay. Am I the asshole for making my sister-in-law drive 5 hours home to drop off her so-called service dog? With the upcoming holiday weekend, my wife's family decided to take a new approach after being stuck in traffic every year. Seeing as my wife and I live in the largest house with the most bedrooms, they would visit us again, but they'd take a couple of extra days off to come early and beat the traffic. For the next couple of days, we're going to have about 20 people arriving at various times to enjoy the barbecue, fireworks, and alcohol. Now, My sister-in-law is a huge dog lover. She takes her dog everywhere. She's got a fake service dog jacket for the dog so she can take it into restaurants, shopping malls, and other places that don't allow dogs. On the other hand, I detest dogs. I don't want them near me, and even less in my house. Before my sister-in-law came, I was extremely clear. No dog. Get a dog sitter. Put a bowl of food and water on the floor and play Homeward Bound on repeat. I don't care what you do, but do not bring your dog to my house. I especially hate her big dumb dog because it's poorly trained, needs around the clock attention, and refuses to leave me alone. It's the obnoxious type of dog that will jump onto the table to literally steal the food from your hand. A couple of hours ago, at about 7 p.m., sister-in-law rolled up, opened the passenger side door to her SUV, which she brought solely to give more space to her dog, and outran old Lassie, ready to run and piss and shit all over the place. She actually had the audacity to play it off as ignorance despite my multiple text messages to her saying not to bring the damn dog. When I told her she couldn't bring her dog inside, she apologetically smiled and said, "Sorry, sitter canceled." There was no sitter. I just said no. The dog can stay in the car. My sister-in-law then tried to play off the service dog sob story about how she needs an emotional support animal, to which I responded she could actually get a real service dog. Then she started debating about how the dog would have a panic attack in the car. Yeah, nothing quite screams service animal like will flip out if left alone for more than 2 minutes. My wife, who has spent the last 23 years of her life enabling her sister, agreed that they could stay just one night. Everyone else was agreeing, and my sister-in-law brightened up at this idea, but I know her personality enough to know that she's going to turn one night into "I'll do it after breakfast" and that into "oops, had a glass of wine, can't drive now." I put my foot down and said no. My sister-in-law left for a night drive back home so she could figure out the dog situation, and everyone is mad at me. They called me a monster for making a young woman drive home 5 hours in the middle of the night, and I said she wasn't alone because she had her service dog. That made them
You know,
Now I'm alone in my den. People are furious at me, and I wonder if I'm just being an asshole.
no.
No.
No, absolutely not. No, we're going to talk about that here for a second. We're going to talk about that here for a second, alright? So, it's his house. He does not want a dog there. Now, in the industry I work, I despise people who lie and do things to bring their dog places. Your dog is basically a small child, and I feel the same way about small children. If you have small children or a dog, stay home. I am not busting my ass even harder than I already have to haul your Chevy Tahoe-sized fucking double wide-ass stroller up the fucking jet bridge so you can cart around your soon-to-be disappointment in 18 years who is still going to be living at home by 28, fatter than fuck, around Portland, Maine. Why did you bring your baby to Portland, Maine? Why did you bring your baby on vacation? They're not going to remember it. Sorry, Tobes. But also, why did you bring your dog on vacation? Your dog doesn't give a fuck. Your dog doesn't care if you go down in the street to the park. Your dog doesn't care if it literally sits in a parking lot for 9 hours with you. Your dog doesn't care. But if you are the kind of person that has to drag your dog literally everywhere, I'm sorry, you should have thought about buying a dog before you gave up your social life. Or you should have thought about your social life before you bought a dog. Don't really care which one comes first, but you get my point. If you wanted a social life, You shouldn't have bought a dog. And I feel the same way with all the fucking girls I meet on Tinder and whatever app. They're like, I'll get talking to a girl and she clearly makes it very apparent that she has a dog. Okay, fine. No big deal.
I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot.
Yep, take a shot right now. Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly.
Yep.
Alright, continue.
So, you got a dog, that's fine. But when I ask, like, after a while, like, hey, when can we hang out? Oh, sorry, like, I have the dog and stuff like that. So, like, if we can't go anywhere where I can't bring the dog, then we can't really hang out. It's like, so a park. I don't really want to go to a park. I kind of want to go on a drive. Well, the dog can come. Okay, I really don't want a dog in my car. Well, we can just take my car. Well, what the hell do you drive? A Jeep. No thanks. Like, lady, you live all the way in, like, practically Massachusetts. I live in all the way practically Portland. Your Jeep gets about 2 miles to the second. Like, your Jeep gets literal dick for gas mileage. I have seen, like, drag cars with better gas mileage than most Jeeps. Jeeps are literally less aerodynamic than a lobster.
Than a lobster.
Yeah, keep that in mind. Lobsters are more aerodynamic than a Jeep. Also, your Jeep was probably bought with a warranty, and I really don't want you to have to put more miles in that Jeep before your warranty runs out. So no, I'm not getting in your Jeep, because this has happened before. You're going to drive your Jeep all the way out to me, and you're going to get low on gas. You're then going to sit there and kind of hint around the fact that you'd like me to throw some gas money at you. And I'm going to sit there and go, ha 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 ha, I have 2 cars, fuck off. I was economically smart. I bought a more fuel-efficient car. Granted, that car has problems, but anyways. But I do not like people who have to take their dog everywhere. That man specifically told that lady, or his sister-in-law, I do not want your dog at my house.
Don't bring the fucking dog.
Yes.
I don't want your stupid Mongol mutt at my house.
No. He does not want the dog there because, honestly, and this has kind of pissed me off when I go over my aunt's house, she has a puppy, and I know the puppy is young. But every time I go over, the dog jumps up on me, and it's jumping, and I don't know where it picked up this habit, but it likes to nip. Like, when you try to pet it, it wants to, like, nip at your hand. Not, like, in a mean way, but, like, as you start to pet it, I don't know, like, it gets too excited where it wants to nip at you. Like, I don't really get it. Like, that's how she plays with other dogs. Like, she just kind of nips at them. Like I said, not in a very evil way. She's not intending to be a mean dog. It's just what she does. But I hate that. Similarly, my ex's dog, my cousin's dog, Sasha, used to beg horribly at the table, and Hannah's dog was miserable at begging. I can't stand a dog that'll do that. And actually, I just can't. I can't take a dog that'll sit there and stare at you the whole time. Like, Hannah's dog used to sit there and whine, and it was trembling the whole time, because it's a stupid little Jack Russell. And it would just tremble the entire time as you're eating your food. And it was annoying as fuck. He does not want that dog at that house, so the fact that she sat there and played the ignorance card, like, no, I couldn't find a sitter. Bullshit. You couldn't have found a sitter, then you should have made alternate arrangements. Doggy kennel, whatever. It's his house. Like, I can understand why everyone's mad at him, because, I'm sure his wife just wants to avoid the conflict. It is her sister, da-da-da-da-da. I understand. Doesn't make it right that she's enabling her behavior, but I do get it. At the same point, like, he made it clear, and she straight up ignored him. So if anyone's to be mad at anyone, it's her for not listening. Like, I don't want people smoking in my car. I make it kind of perfectly clear I don't want people smoking in my car. You know, I had a girl I went on a date with just straight up light something in my car. You know, and now granted, I hadn't mentioned it, but she didn't ask. She's, you know, it's our first time hanging out, and she just straight up lights a joint in my car. Now, when I did confront her, like, hey, what the hell are you doing? She's like, I'm just smoking a joint. I'm like, you're in my car. She's like, yeah. And I'm like, I don't really want you smoking marijuana in my car. Because, you know, yeah, cigarettes do stink, but cigarette smoke is easier to get rid of. Pot smoke...
Yeah, what happens if you get pulled over?
What the fuck are you doing here? No, you're not on my stream because you're gonna say something really offensive.
Oh, you're streaming?
I'm live streaming right now.
Hi, everyone.
Oh god. Oh god. Chance.
Continue your story.
Best behavior. Oh, what did I even say? Oh yeah. So, you know, I don't really want the smell of pot in my car because it's legal in Maine. But yeah, if we get pulled over, there's gonna be a lot of questions. They're gonna, you know, do a sobriety check on me because they're gonna want to make sure that I'm not driving under the influence. You know, perfectly legal in Maine. So if she gets stopped, like, you know, just long as she has everything in order and stuff like that, and doesn't have or has under, you know, I don't know. Point being is I don't like the smell of pot. I don't want the smell of pot in my car. I was also working that security job in my car, or at the time. So like, if I come in, and I also was using my car at that point while on duty because it was kind of nice to have a car with a spotlight, so I could go get and find truckers and kind of shine a light to where I needed to be, or shine it into their cab to signal them like, hi, follow me, or are you awake? Instead of having to get out of my car, go over to their truck, you know, it was just a little easier. Yeah. But if I'm using my car while on duty, and it smells like pot, and my manager's there, and he has to use my car for something, and he goes in and it smells like pot, and they have a zero tolerance for that, that's going to raise a lot of questions. So, you know, but she's like, well, I smoke in everyone's car. Okay, well, you know, it's not, you know, this is your first time in my car, like, I understand this is what you do, but you maybe should have asked before you lit up, because I don't really want you smoking in my car. But I'm stressed out, and I kind of need to relax. Okay, well, we're going to be arriving at somewhere very shortly, so literally, if you can just wait, like, we'll be somewhere, like, where we're outside. So a little time passed, and we kept driving along, and then I hear the distinctive sound of a lighter. Click. And I look over, and she's lighting up another one. She's like, sorry, I just can't wait. I'm like, what the fuck? So I rolled all the windows down. It's the middle of winter. It's very cold. I'm doing 60 down the highway. It's now freezing in my car. She's now looking at me like I'm a fucking lunatic. She's like, dude, like, roll up the windows. I'm like, no, I do not want the smell of pot in my car. If you're so insistent on smoking, then fine. But I'm going to roll all 4 windows down in this car, and we are going to vent the car while I'm driving down the highway. I do not want the smell of pot in my car. It's a very distinctive smell. Like, I was out with Kayla once, and this was in the Focus, and the Focus is already kind of... It already has cigarette burns, like, it already smells like cigarette smoke, so I'm like, whatever. I gotta get an air freshener anyways. Like, we were hanging out. I let her light up, you know, but I went in there the day afterward to go... I can't remember where I was going, but I know I was going to see my mom for something. And I go up into the car the next morning and open the door, and I'm like, holy fuck.
Wha-bam!
I know, I'm like, I honestly was just like, I was trying to be nice to Kayla, because she's my best friend, you know? She's usually very, very good. I was insistent on driving that night, and I knew she doesn't like to drive with me because, you know, she wants to smoke on the go, which I'm not a big fan of, but at this point, it's her life, whatever. Same reason like why my aunt doesn't like driving with me, because my aunt wants to smoke cigarettes on the go. You know, I don't get also what's with people and not being able to, like, wait. Like,
Yeah, like, I mean,
I guess it's the whole nicotine addiction kicking in.
I can kind of...
like, well, I mean, for cigarettes, yeah, but
Weed.
weed
I mean,
doesn't
pot
build
you
that
can,
addiction.
yeah,
like
yeah, like
that.
you can
It's very
wait to,
different.
yeah, you can wait to get stoned somewhere.
Yeah, like,
If
I don't really like the concept of, like, getting high while driving.
oh yeah,
Because...
that's still dangerous.
Oh yeah, that is still technically driving under the influence. Like, if you get stopped, you're in some trouble. And, like, Kayla got into a car... Well, she hit a deer the other night, or, well, the deer hit her. But,
Yeah, your ass is blasted. Congratulations, you fucked up.
well, she didn't. She hadn't before she'd hit the deer. Now, would she have at some point on the drive? Probably, but not my place to say because, you know, I'm sure not all her car rides are the exact same. But at the same point, you know, if she had and whatnot, yeah, she would have been in some serious issues. So no, it's a good thing that she hadn't because, yeah, the state police had to come out, and they're not notoriously nice people. Because, I mean, she got into the accident on the highway. So, yeah, the state police have to come out because that's their jurisdiction. So, yeah, I mean, she's relatively lucky. But, you know, if someone gives you basic instructions of what you can and cannot do at where they reside, then it should be expected that you follow those basic instructions.
Yep.
Specifically,
Yeah,
the
like-
whole dog thing.
Yeah,
Chance to recap, there was a guy on Reddit. His family was coming out to, or well, his sister-in-law was coming out to spend the holiday weekend. They were going to be there.
Family in general, but the
Yeah.
sister-in-law is the focus of the story.
Yeah, the sister-in-law was the focus of the story. She goes everywhere with her dog. She has a fake service vest for the dog, stuff like that. Like, the dog literally goes everywhere. He does not like dogs because he states that this dog is... Hold on, Sean. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. This dog basically is the kind of dog that will... It's just a big, stupid dog. It's the kind of dog that will jump up on the table, like, while you're eating and steal the food right out of your hand. It just... He does not like dogs. He does not like dogs, so he does not want the dog.
Okay, so it's like one of the big dopey dogs.
Yeah, he does not...
That's pretty much exactly how it was described, yeah.
Yeah, he does not want this dog at his house, so he specifically told her and sent his sister-in-law several text messages stating that he did not want the dog to come to the house, that she was to find a sitter, that she was to do whatever it took to keep the dog from showing up, that the dog was not welcome. And when the big fucking SUV pulls up and the door opens, dog gets out. And so he's like, nope. And she's like, oh, well, I couldn't find a sitter. He's like, well, there probably wasn't a sitter. No, dog can't come. Well, you know, she pulls the whole excuse of, like, the service dog thing, her anxiety, you know, if she leaves the dogs alone, it'll have a panic attack. It's like, oh, yes, service dog having a panic attack because it got left alone for 2 minutes. And so he forced this girl to get back in her car and drive 5 hours back in the dark to drop the dog off and figure the whole situation out. And his whole family's mad at him. And now he's sitting in his... And, you know, they're like, well, the real... The funny part is like, oh, well, you just made her drive alone. He's like, she's not alone. She has her service dog with her. I mean...
Yeah, she's got a companion. I mean, it's her fault. She was told multiple times.
Yeah. So
This is like one of those stories that I would hear when I watch an r/video.
Oh my god.
This is from Am I the Asshole?
Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Am I the asshole for not allowing my sister to bring her service dog?
Or big, dumb, stupid fucking mutt, yeah.
No, and like,
I
but that's
mean, I love dogs and everything, but if you're told specifically multiple times not to bring it, you don't bring it.
yeah,
Don't bring your stupid fucking dog, you dumb bitch.
like it's pretty plain and simple. You were told something, you didn't listen. Done. Like that's it. There's just everything else done. Like there is nothing left to say. Done.
Mm-hmm.
You did not listen, therefore you pay the price.
Yeah, I hate people like that.
No, but like I said, that's how we got on this whole thing. Like, I hate people who insist on flying with their dogs. Why are you bringing your dog on an airplane?
To be fair, at least people aren't from Florida and have like a service alligator.
Okay, well that would just say absolutely ludicrous. No one's gonna let a service alligator on the airplane. I will quit the industry the day I see that happen. Because I know someone's going to try.
Yeah.
But, I can't stand people who fly with their dogs. Like, you literally do not need to bring your dog to LA. Your dog is not going to be any happier because it's in LA. Your dog could not care less where it is. Your dog literally could go sit in a parking lot at Walmart with you for 4 hours of the day, and that dog will still probably be very happy. The only thing that makes that dog happy is the fact that you are there. The fact that you are incapable of separating from your dog is beyond me. And then I started talking about girls that I've met that it's just impossible to hang out with them because they have a dog.
Yeah.
Most guys fantasize about being invited to a girl's house. I find it kind of a chore, especially meeting for the first time. I personally do feel much better going somewhere neutral, public. Because I don't really want to go to a girl's house for the first time meeting. So on and so forth. But like, I've been fairly lucky to. Well, I have to actually match with girls first to actually have the problem, but I've been fairly lucky to not have this problem be so prominent, but it has happened a few times, where it's like the girl only wants to go somewhere where she can take her dog with her, and it's like, no, I don't want to go on a date with you and your dog. I just want to go on a date with you. Like, I don't want to have to worry about the dog the whole time or have to plan the day around the dog. If I wanted to go on a date with you and your dog, I would have put it in my bio.
So see, for me, it would be the complete opposite because the dog would be a bonus.
Yeah, I would prefer to meet the person.
Have human contact only?
Yeah, human contact only. And partly the issue now is that I don't really want a girl with a dog, which is all you fucking find nowadays, because I have Toby, and I don't particularly want to, saying if things worked out, how's that going to work out with my cat? And that's also become another subject of conversation, is that, I've had girls ask me, would you get rid of your cat? Well, no. Well, I have a dog. Okay.
Get fucked.
I will
okay, well, you have a dog. I have a cat. So...
I made it very blatantly clear I had a cat, and guess what? You still swiped on me.
It's like, okay, well, would you get rid of your dog?
Yeah. They will die someday. Their lifespans aren't forever. And I mean, in theory, they can coexist. It's just, sorry, like, my cat was already here.
Yeah, like...
If it's you or the cat, bye.
Yeah, I'll say, if I have to pick between you or the cat, like, Toby. Like, Toby's going to win all day. Like, just plain and simple, Toby will win all day. And it's like it's a no-brainer. But the question has been posed before, would you get rid of your cat? And it's like, absolutely not. Why should I have to get rid of him? I just met you.
I never fucking understood those questions. Like, why should I have to get rid of my animal to appeal to you? Like,
Yeah. Like, it should have already been known that coming into the situation, I had a cat. I made it very clear. Like, somewhere on my profiles is my cat. You know, if girls can post pictures of their dogs a part of their profiles, then Toby's a part of mine. Because I know in this kind of modern society, most girls don't like cats anymore, I'm coming to find. Or at least the girls I'm seeing online. They don't like cats, which I don't get. But again, it comes back to, you know, you ask them to hang out, and it's always like, oh no, I can't find anyone to watch the dog, da 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 da. And it's like, you start to talk to them, and they complain about the fact that they don't have a social life, and it's like, well, why don't you have a social life? Well, I have a dog. Okay, well, whose fault is that?
see, like, I like cats because they can take care of themselves. All you have to do is provide the litter box, food, and water.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I also like dogs because they're fucking dogs.
Oh yeah, like, I used to have a dog, and I love my dog. Like, my dog was awesome. I miss my dog every day.
But, like, I'm not going to get rid of my pet just so you can bring your pet in.
Yeah.
Like, fucking hit the road.
That's all
Yeah,
it comes down
exactly.
to. It's like, I'm not parting with Tobes just so you can do whatever. Like, Tobes is not going anywhere. You know, Tobes will never be, in any circumstance, up for consideration at all to be parted with. That's just not how that's going to work. He's my boy. He's my cat. He's my animal. And I love him just as much as you apparently love your dog. But at the same point, I am not the one who chose to have a dog, knowing fully well that that dog requires a lot of care.
I fuck. Yeah.
So the idea that you have the gall to sit here and complain to me about the fact that you have no social life, I honestly have no sympathy for you. And that's, you know, sounds pretty heartless of me, but I don't. I
Nope.
have no care. You know, I sometimes, even my aunt will mention how, like, she can't really do a whole lot because she's kind of tied to the house with a puppy. Well, I really don't know what to tell you. You know, I love my aunt to pieces. She's phenomenal. She's taken great care of me over the years, but at the same point, I'm not the one that decided to buy a dog. I bought a cat specifically for the reason to be able to still go out and live my life. Now, I still worry about him throughout the day, and I don't like to be gone for long because, well, it's not fair to him. But at the same point, I still got him with that intention of, I am a very busy individual. Or can
you got
be.
Toby so that Toby could keep you company, but so that he could also take care of himself when you're not home.
Basically. Like, that's basically why I got Tobes. Is so I wouldn't have to worry about him. Like,
Yeah.
what's going to happen to Toby if I'm not home tonight? Nothing. Nothing. His litter box is clean. He has more than enough food. And worst case scenario, I could just text my aunt who has a house key going, hey, I'm not going to make it home tonight. Can you just stop by in the morning and just check on Toby and make sure that all his food is topped off? That's it.
Yeah.
Like, plain and simple. It's so fucking easy. Speaking of, hi Toby. Yes, you are a cat.
Now, don't get me wrong. If you're the type of person that could train a dog to, like, literally use a commode, you'd be set.
Oh yeah.
But this is definitely not that person.
Oh yeah, no, the
No.
person in question is not that kind of person. You know, Hi, Toby. Hello. You know, my friend Kayla, she makes sure that no matter... I mean, she does live with her grandparents in the summer, so it is easy. But in the wintertime, if she wants to do something, you know, she will ask me if I can watch her dogs, or she will ask someone, hey, can you watch the dogs? And if someone can't watch the dogs, well, guess what she's not doing?
Yeah.
You know,
so... Good on her. Congratulations, you're a responsible pet owner.
She does not bring her dogs literally everywhere she goes. She loves her babies. She loves her dogs to death. They're good dogs. I like the older one because it's just more laid back and calm. I'm not a big hyper energetic dog kind of guy. That's again also why I got a cat. He's mostly low energy except for when the moon's going through its cycles.
Mm-hmm.
Also, what the fuck am I doing here? Oh, there was people actually in the chat. Holy shit. Unreal and Thomas Gross. But
$5, his name is pronounced Gross.
probably. If I'm not butchering a name, am I really am I Mexican? Heh. Am I really American?
Du hast? Du hast mich.
No, Sean. No.
Du hast.
Sean. Let's not offend.
Du hast.
Sean.
Yes. Oh,
okay. Let's not offend my subscriber base quite yet.
When can I?
Never.
Bastard.
Oof.
You are a villain.
Yep.
Okay.
I've been called worse.
I am oppressed in this household.
Okay.
Chance, shut fuck.
Okay.
Okay.
Fuck you both.
Okay.
Okay.
I hate you both.
Okay.
I want you to
Okay.
know that. No more.
No,
Bad.
no. We're just gonna stay right here because I'm on stream.
Fuck you.
Love you too, buddy.
Sean, you were a filthy fucking Neanderthal.
Oh, I'm the goddamn Neanderthal.
Yep.
Oh, fuck you.
Okay.
Ah, yes. Oh boy.
Go home.
I think he is.
No, go home.
No, I think he is, Sean. I think he is home.
Go
oh,
home.
He just said it again.
No, illegal.
Okay.
What, for him to go home or for him to... I'm Sean.
For him to fucking exist.
I think he's been trying to not do... Oh, Jesus Christ. I think he's been trying to not do that for some time.
Yeah.
Alright, so what am I doing here? I think I'm doing some sort of MOW area. Just back up in here. Fuel pads, this will all kind of end in there. It's just kind of one way.
I like how Sean does it and we just don't react.
Die.
I feel like I should do an older... Oh, Jesus Christ. I feel like I should be around an older roundhouse in here that doesn't get used anymore. Maybe just the turntable pit. Yeah, I think a turntable pit would be nice. I don't think I have an asset for that, though.
I ain't building you one.
No, I understand. And I wasn't going to ask for one because you're already doing a logo that you didn't have to do, so...
Thank you.
And a paint scheme that you also didn't have to do.
Yeah.
To be fair, you did volunteer. You did volunteer. Like, I'm just gonna remind you that you did volunteer.
Okay.
Tank. Hold on.
This ain't gonna work either.
Oh, my back is not happy. I think I'm about to pop my back here in a second. Ooh, that's a thoroughly rusted tank, and I like that. Ooh. Oh, that is now my tank.
Ow! Oh shit!
What was that?
Oh, I popped my shoulder.
Oh!
That's a mistake.
Oh, why'd you do that?
Oh.
The sounds of bones popping.
Ah.
Lives in the pineapple under the sea. SpongeBob, get fucked.
Sponge clock, square pants.
Sock, cock, square, pants.
No, Glock. Oh, Jesus. I gotta pop my back. Hold on 1 second. Alright, hold on. Oh. Ah. Oh, it's a Toby. Oh, guy. How's it going? Alright, Tobes, I gotta... Let me see. I feel like it's under industrial. No, because I think I was just looking at that. It's like always a set of tanks that I use, but I can't remember the name for it now. I think it's under oil.
America, fuck yeah. Coming again to see the motherfucking day, yeah, America. Fuck yeah. Freedom is the only way now.
Maybe, yeah, there's the tank, but I think it's too big for what I want. Cries, but in American. No, I don't want a whole ass oil refinery.
No, why are you moving the whole fucking... No! God fucking damn it. I want to move the individual points, you stupid sack of shit.
What are you doing?
Moving individual points.
Fucking with curves. No, 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 no.
He is building a... Well, I was going to paint the Hartselle and Mattamunsett tonight. And I asked Sean to help me out with colors, and now he's doing the logo.
God damn it. God has forsaken me.
Good.
What, to be
Fuck
fair,
you.
he volunteered, but he is still suffering. Alright, I'm not going to super detail this yet. If at all, really.
Gas. Holy shit, I got gas.
Thank you, Sean.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I could have lived my life without that information for quite some time, but here we are.
Here we are indeed.
Probably could have raced
Once
another
again,
race.
on our own.
Yeah.
Going down the only road I've ever known.
Oh, on Rail City, be right back. Chris is here now, Vermilion Rail fan.
Good to see ya.
Alright, so I need the gravel bunker thing. Pile of gravel. He joined and said it started streaming 69 minutes ago.
Nice.
Nice.
Well played, sir.
I think it's PL. L. There we go. Nope, not it. Huh. Gravel, piles of gravel. I mean, that is definitely a pile of gravel. It's about as good as it's gonna get, folks, so we're gonna move that over here. Let me do the mobile loader. Yep, there's that. Move that over towards here. Sometimes I should mess around, try and put Dutch lights on my Jeep 35. Well, supposedly Sean said it's fairly easy.
What's that?
Oh, person in my chat is talking about that.
I have to say, as far as like ditch lights go on the GP35s, like it comes with them.
You have a point.
Like it literally comes with a mesh. You just have to go in and kind of toggle it in and out of the config.
Let's see, do turntable. Just need the pit. Don't imagine I'm gonna find one.
This locomotive's pissing me off.
What locomotive are you building now?
So, I'm rebuilding Parrots 462 for his OCNSE. Well, he sent me, like, you ever seen a blue piece of paper that has, like, a white drawing on it?
Yeah.
Basically a schematic?
Yeah.
A blueprint, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm using. Well, the fucking smoke box is bigger than any portion of the goddamn firebox, or not the firebox, but the boiler. So going by what the drawing shows, the boiler and the smoke box are basically the same size.
Oof.
And it's just throwing the whole entire look of the locomotive off. But if you look at an actual photo, the smoke box is smaller than the boiler.
Oof.
So what I'm hearing is the drawing isn't proportional and you should probably ditch it.
Too late.
Oh my god.
You want to know how too late? Here, I'll put a pic. I'll put a pic. Is there a channel in here for like voice text?
It just
not really. Just draw it in general.
Here's how far along I am.
Oh my god, it's so fat.
Yeah.
Oh god.
It's like a fucking sausage.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But
So
According to Chris, it's fine.
It's not.
It chunky.
Like,
It's
hang,
not.
hang on, Sean. Okay, so keep that image in your mind.
I don't want to.
Here, I'm gonna throw up the blueprint or the schematic that he sent me to use.
Okay.
Look at the smoke. Look at the smoke box, and then look at the boiler portions.
It's literally bigger. What the hell? That's wrong. I don't like that.
It's SP.
Alright, and yeah, so SP
More specifically, EPSW.
Of course it is. No one is shocked.
But like, it's throwing me off so much. I mean, granted, okay, I can't really say too much about the boiler and the smoke box because if you look at a Southern Railway MS4 or an MS6,
Uh-huh.
they're pretty much the same size. Like those were fucking massive Mikados.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's annoying me.
Mm-hmm.
Although maybe it also looks bigger because there's like no running boards and domes and stuff. But I don't want to continue.
That's a sausage. That's a big ol' honkin' sausage right there.
Yeah, but I don't want to continue until I know that, it's 100% fine. Also, I don't know if you've seen 3D models and renders in Joe's server, so I'll put it here. I pulled a big stupid.
Oh yeah, I saw that earlier.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking obnoxious, not gonna lie.
I don't know how many polys it is.
That's for the best. Let's keep
Nope.
it that way.
I want to find out.
Please don't.
Too late.
Fuck you.
No thanks. Oh. Both of those plates together are under 20,000 polys.
Of course they are.
Alright. Yeah, of course they are. On the sliding scale of chance autism, that's not the worst I've seen.
Yeah, they're only a combined total of 19,348 polys.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I've done dumber shit than that. I can't talk.
Yeah, like a multi-100,000 poly ball stack?
Jesus Christ.
Alright, listen. Meme projects are separate from actual trains projects. That has no bearing on this conversation. No, I'm more referring to the, I think it was a 22,000 poly air conditioning unit that I made at one point.
I mean, to be fair, one of my, my, injector mesh is 25,000.
Shit.
So, but then again, it's got 3D font on it, so.
Alright, just gotta see where the roundhouse would have sat when it was here, just so I can kind of build around it.
Ooh. Hmm.
Alright, so that would probably have been how big it was.
Mafia or Medal of Honor?
Um, That is a great question that you have there for us.
I ask because I can't really progress any further on the locomotive until Chris gets back to me about the drive wheels. And I'm currently downloading Mafia 2, so I can't really do anything else.
Yeah.
So the reason I asked between those two is which one should I decide to like spend my last hour online with?
I'd go Mafia.
Yeah, I'd say Mafia.
Alright, time to go kill some innocents. I forget her Vermilion Railpen is. That's correct, isn't it?
Chris.
That's Chris. I don't really know what his name is. The other servers, I waste my time building Chicago something or whatever.
He was one of the WNLE guy. I think he was like the WNLE guy for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, I could have sworn that was Rick String.
No.
No. He's something altogether different.
Alright, so there's that. So probably just do stuff around it, then I'll take that out. Pretty basic complex, nothing too major about it.
I mean, fuck. Individual? Goddamn. Move them around where they need to go.
I think that'll be enough for the yard tonight. I'll come back to that here in a bit. As for over here, because I'll come back to that, because I'm feeling terribly uninspired for that area. But over here, just going to take this back. We'll take the line and... Current name in the TBS server is Ohio, says Vermilion Railfan.
Literally just Ohio. The whole state.
He is Ohio.
Oh, so you don't exist.
Oof.
Ohio isn't real. Change my mind.
Oh, okay. I see who he is.
Yeah. That's the guy.
That is indeed a dude. I've spent way too much time trying to put a fucking border on this goddamn thing, but I think I've just about got it nailed.
Wicked.
Putting borders on things with complex curvature is literally the worst thing possible, and it makes me want to fucking kill myself.
And yet...
Shut fuck. I don't want to hear it.
You volunteered to do it.
Suck my dick.
Nope, because... This is, extracurricular.
Fuck you.
You know where I live.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what? I feel like when I show up, though, you won't be laughing nearly as hard.
Honestly, Sean, I'll be laughing as I cock the gun to shoot both of us. Be laughing all the way to the murder-suicide.
And he said it. God damn it.
Yeah, I said it on YouTube even. Hey, if they're gonna take away my monetization because I'm a small YouTuber and they're afraid of us being batshit crazy, I may as well just be batshit crazy.
Yeah, fuck you, YouTube.
Right, bitch.
We took it away because you're batshit crazy. Alright, well...
Guess what?
Surprise. Surprise, motherfucker. I am.
Did you know that my channel is monetized too?
Your what? It is?
Yeah.
How the fuck? What?
chance it's popular.
How the fuck are you monetized?
I've been monetized for like 5 years now.
How does that work?
Well, you see.
Yeah, I know how it works.
A mom and a dad.
No, Sean,
Shut the fuck up, Sean.
not on the stream. You remember when I was calling you out earlier in Crew Lounge for like bullshit and stuff? Yeah, that applies to this. Yep. Yep. Oh, man, I'm like suddenly tired, and that's not okay.
It's just me. That's the sound of Jaden being tired. My shit.
Usually am. Take this nice bridge. We'll go over here. And then we'll put another one right here.
That's better. Alright. Paste, flip, bam. Bring it over. There.
Just thinking this will be NS trackage that casually takes a stroll by.
That is as good as I am willing to make it.
Okay.
Now I gotta figure out colors.
Oh no. Remember, we're a short line located in the north.
TM, gotcha.
Like a class 3 in the north.
Bullshit in the north.
Yep, because not the south. Alright, so we're going to take this over. So the idea behind this is that this was a part of the original railroad that owned it, since abandoned, purchase off, but unfortunately there is a part of our railroad that sits further down this way. We have to use this line to get up there. Hence why the junction exists back up the way. Won't be going for much longer because I do have to work tomorrow. Go and face the music. Yeah. I'm sure they'll say something about me today, so. There, passes along pretty harmlessly. No, Sean has uploaded something. Ooh, I like that. I like that logo. Kind of has, what's the road I'm thinking of? There's some inspiration from that. I can't think of the railroad.
Where are we thinking? Color?
No, the actual logo design itself, it reminds me of a railroad that I did for a baseball team of.
What's the logo look like?
Drawing a blank, but it reminds me of a railroad in particular. Could be the GNMO, GMNO, or whatever. I don't know. I forget which one it reminds me of, but there's a railroad that it does remind me of.
It's not really the GMNO.
Yeah.
I personally took inspiration from the Wisconsin Central.
Ooh, I do like a good Wisconsin Central.
Yeah, the GMNO logo is fairly different. I'll give that to you for comparison.
Yeah, that's a little off. Yeah, I was gonna say I know I've seen something like that before, but and Chris says he saw a floating Corona. Where would you see a floating Corona?
My Corona,
Actually, who could operate on these tracks? Let me see. What do I have for? Some good CN stuff. Could be a CN line. Give me an excuse to run some CN stuff for a change. Oh, I gotta pay my CN race car again. That's gonna be fun. Got an SD40. Of course, I have a steam train, the 09A. Oh, it's a little dude. Look at that. I don't have a lot of Canadian nationalisms. To be fair, it doesn't exist a whole ton. What do I have for CP?
Could be like an old ex-Central Vermont line.
Yeah, but I don't really have any Central Vermont stuff.
Oh, it's all discount CN.
Oh.
It's like dollar store CN.
Well, the idea is this was all part of the same railroad and stuff. This was just a different branch or whatever.
Oh yeah.
You know, and as the railroad got broken up over time, eventually this was separated, or just wasn't used. But there was a pretty active branch line, and have yet to determine what industry is going to be down there. There's a large industry that still gets serviced by this railroad. And when the railroad went under, a Class 1 came and bought the line, but they didn't want to service the industry, so the industry fell into the hands of whomever was going to purchase this, and so you have to go down that way to get there, and go down a large portion of trackage or whatever. I've just yet to determine what's going to be down there. I don't really want to build a steel mill, because that's going to be annoying as fuck.
If it's gonna be up north, then it's gonna be paper, and you know it.
Oh, do I want to build another paper mill?
The answer is no, but if you want to be realistic, then the answer is yes.
Sean, why can't you just fuck yourself?
I should
Ah,
be fucking myself.
Yeah,
But instead
the
of logo.
yeah, that logo does remind me of Wisconsin Central, but it also reminds me of like a U.S. route sign.
Like it has like, you know, Wisconsin Central, UP, U.S. Highway vibes. It has all of those vibes.
A lot of vibes in one logo. Alright, so I have CP Rail SD40.
Just vibing.
Okay. I have an SD90 Mac, which I don't imagine they use anymore.
I think they're retiring them all and making them into ACUs.
That is fine. Never liked the Macs to begin with.
Damn, you just fucking did them like that. Okay.
Yep. Actually, let me type in Canadian. Canadian Pacific. I have an SD60 Triclops. Alright, so I have some CP-isms. What do I have for NS? Because this could also just be an NS line that we cross over.
It's gonna be NS. Will be further south.
NS does manage to make it to Massachusetts.
Yeah. Through like a brand honkin' new line and also through Conrail. But chances are, if it were talking NS, this is probably like northern New York.
Yeah. Then of course we interchange with CSX, so be seeing plenty of that. I think this will just be a CP line that we cross, or a CN line, because I have a C dash 9, whatever the fuck it is, or so pretty generic CN power that will go by. So yeah, so this will be a CN line that we cross over. That'll be nice. So a lot of what's left to do over here is just terrain work, which will take forever on a Sunday. I did not like the noise my house just made. I straight up did not like the noise my house just made. I actually really, really don't like that. I don't know what it was. I didn't like it though. Alright, and then this comes over here to yard 13, or whatever the fuck this yard is going to be called. But it is 3:36. I probably should start winding down here. So I think I'm going to call it here for now. Problem is I have too much to do and I don't know where to tackle, so I need to create a game plan. I really should just stick here around Dead Creek and just finish off the details and work out from that way. And probably work south for now and just kind of connect up between here and Alder Stream and then continue towards the yard, and then once I get that done, start working my way back north out of here towards, I think up north will be Mattamunsett. That seems probably a likely town name to be up in a northern region. So Mattamunsett will be up north. Unfortunately, your big fuck-off yard that you built for Mechanic, Sean, is probably going to disappear.
Fuck and fuck off.
Yeah. Like, I think Hartselle is going to be a little further south, or this will probably end up being Hartselle down here, because I am building a town over off in this region. So this will probably be Hartselle. There'll be a little area further south, but that's mostly just for connecting purposes. And then, yeah, further north will be Mattamunsett, which will kind of sit along this lake area.
Okay.
And then to the east, I don't know what that will be. That'll be something interesting to build. It's going to be a little ways out, just to kind of give something to do off that way. And then our connection points will be north of Mattamunsett and probably on the line to the south.
Okay.
So those will be our connection points if people would like to iPortal. You eventually, if you'd like to. You just gotta draw up a railroad.
Yep, I sure do.
So, but yeah, this big ass yard.
Alright, I need to dip out for about 30 minutes or so.
Okay. Oh, here's the shops that I wanted. Fuck. 7-stall shop. Fuck. That's exactly what I wanted too. Yeah, I guess I have to replace that. But anyways, guys, I do appreciate you watching and listening to us rant on about literally nothing. That's nice. I get the feeling Sean might have added some stuff to that. This is actually kind of nice. Oh, and that's kind of nice too. Fuck. I'll have to take some aspects from here and drag it south. Because I kind of like that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to... And that's perfectly north-south. Oh yeah, this is gonna have to come south. I like this area a lot more than I like my area. Someone must be something. That was, yep. That was, yep. Anyways, so I'm gonna bounce. You guys have a good evening. And in the next stream, we'll probably be ripping a lot of this out.
Yep.
Probably need to be looking more at... I think actually before I do the scenicking, I probably should connect the track and work on the areas that do exist a little bit, just trying to figure out what I want to do, especially adjusting the track work, especially in areas like this, because it just is painful to look at. But that is probably flattening out the mountains that are here, because these are very painful to look at, and how they are done. Very, very jagged. So this area is going to get retouched, and then going along, kind of replacing a lot of the speed trees that sit through here for not speed trees, and then so on and so forth. But anyways, that'll be that. So we will catch you all in the next stream.